Hello everyone, welcome back to the Silver Surfer Adventures. I'm Drunken Dan, also that's a rocket launcher.
It is a rocket launcher.
Just in this fucking slum apartment. Just hanging on a wall.
Yeah.
Well, not really hanging, just kind of leaning against a wall.
You say slum, I've seen worse.
I, yeah.
I mean,
there's a computer in here.
It's no Flint, Michigan. At least you've got water.
I mean, you're right. At least Steelport has water, probably, maybe.
Ow.
So anyway, so the main thing that Trey and I were talking about before we started was basically Persona shit because oh shit, I threw the grenade again. I do this every time I start recording.
Because we're both playing 5, and I'm playing 5 on the basis that I was kind of hopeful that maybe with the whole lockdown thing, I might have enough time to maybe beat the game before at the time of this recording tomorrow, but Friday the 3rd for when RE3 comes out, because I'm just going to probably play that most of the weekend. And then get back to P5.
Considering how long that game is, yeah, no.
What, playing Persona? Beating Persona 5. I said optimistic. Well, the thing is, I actually got it like 2 days early, so.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know. Right? I was
that,
like
no. I'm looking at the missions. I see the mission for Angel. It just says Eye of the Tiger. I know what that is.
Yes.
It's that mission.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's replaying with that. I got it because so I originally was interested in replaying it, then they announced Royale, and I was like, fuck it, I'll get Royale.
I mean, as I said, I kind of have my the only gripe I have with it, really, and the gripe that was in the original game is to do the same game, and none of the content that they've revealed or showcased or make this should actually have been a full retail release and not just sort of DLC, because I mean, goddamn.
Oh shit! I
don't know why it's not it's not DLC and it's just a full like $60 retail release, because Atlas.
Yeah, because
they re-release games.
Yeah. I was saying to him though.
Actually, you know what I find really disgusting about it?
Hold on. Let me at least finish my thought. What I was gonna say was I don't know. Like when I play through it, if I see anything that kind of like could like be like, oh yeah, this is probably why, other than just money, I'll let you know. But I'm still like super early in. I'm playing it too. Like I said, I'm replaying it too because I wanted to replay the game originally, and just kind of like, fuck, I'll wait for Royale. So, like, at the moment, I just have it, like, on easy mode. I got a spoiler-free walkthrough to just get my social stuff up high real quick. So, we'll see how things go and see what I think on it. Right now, I'm just going to be kind of, neutral, I guess, on the reason or lack thereof.
Actually, come on, I've sampled that, like, it's not even just that it's a full retail release, it has, like, fucking 50 quid worth of DLC available for it already.
Oh, 50, 50, it's more than that, it's like 100.
I mean, for you.
But on the other hand, they give you all the DLC from the first game just for free.
Yeah, they give you all that for free, and that's fine, but it's still then just like, oh, by the way, we're only trying to say this game twice the price of it's like that's
I kind of hate how he keeps cutting out, even though I know what he's saying.
I'm just fucking hate the fact that it is like that it's like
I honestly I don't care because kind of as usual, like when it's like costumes and shit, I don't give a shit.
It's not.
It's like, do you want costumes or Kasumi? Here you go.
It's less so much the actual DLC content.
Oh, it's overpriced. I just don't care.
It's overpriced. It's the audacity of release of this, which is ostensibly a re-release of a game that most people who bought it, are people who have already bought the game. And then, like, just having the gall to say, also give us this. Also, we want you to, because I mean, obviously they want you to pay them the fucking £50 or $100, whatever it is.
Oh yeah. They obviously want you to pay for it. Otherwise, they wouldn't.
To quote Star Trek Picard, real quick. Everyone's favorite show currently. The sheer fucking.
I mean, yeah, they obviously. I mean, they obviously are want you to pay for it. Otherwise, they wouldn't charge you.
Yeah, I know, but it's just.
But like, I just honestly, like I said, I just don't care. because it's like I said, it's just like costumes and shit.
Just think
So,
it's kind of insane that you'd go for not. As I said, it'd be one thing if it was just like if it was like a full difference. Like if this was the DLC like stuff they attached onto like Strikers or whatever, then whatever. At least that's a new game. I can understand that. But when it's onto a game that I think should thus far have been like DLC to begin with, because it's not even like an updated engine or anything like. It's not like. Or at least doesn't seem like visual updates. It all seem like incredibly minor changes thus far, and I accept a lot of the big sort of stuff is, and what would now be qualified as the post game. But still,
like I said, I want to wait until I've played it more before I give any kind of verdict like that.
I mean, I'm not giving a verdict, but it is still just like a cursory kind of.
You kind of are giving it a verdict, though.
I'm not saying it. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm saying that's a very.
No, it's not. I'm saying you're saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying, like, in general, their tactic. I don't want to give a verdict on it until I play further and decide if I think that is or not. For me, at least.
No, but yeah, I'm enjoying it in the sense. I didn't like this the first time round.
Is what you cut out?
I said I'm enjoying it in as much as the way of it's like the. I like playing this game like 3 years ago, and I still like playing it.
Right.
But you know, it's that kind of this is the game I played 3 years.
Is he cutting out for you too, Sabo?
Yeah, he is.
Let me try switching the server to Europe and see if that fixes it.
Weird, because my
Okay.
connection says it's all green. Fine.
Up there, yep, there he's cutting out again. Maybe it's your microphone.
Don't know how I could test that.
Do you have like a sensitivity thing set up on your microphone? Like how does it work?
I'll go double check. You talk amongst yourselves.
But yeah, I'm like I was saying to him, I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear with the game and see what I think from there. And like with him, I enjoyed the game years ago when I played it, so
I haven't played it in a while, and I never had it on PS4 ever. So I mean, okay, I'll buy it for PS4.
I mean that makes sense.
All right, it's not the microphone. It's the connection I have, can only assume, because I just
Now what do I do with my PS3 copy?
Burn it.
Keep it, sell it, break it. I don't know, whatever you want.
Destroy.
He's like trying to do this thing, and he just immediately.
Whatever you said, we didn't hear.
I said destroy it, cast it into the flames.
I mean, there are no flames. I can throw it into the world of coronavirus.
I mean,
That's just the world.
surely you could just like start a fire. Well, don't you have a Mount Doom over there?
Yeah, but it's not very fiery.
Go to Mount Doom.
Cast it into the fire!
Yeah.
Destroy it!
Although that is where they cremate pets, actually.
Don't you have a pet
At the top of
cemetery?
No, we have a pet crematorium at the top of a mountain.
I'm pretty sure that's just fucking Death Stranding. But the pets are people.
Could be.
That is actually what happens in Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Because you have to cremate people, because when people die, they explode.
Because there's probably some symbolism in Kojima's warped head about that or something.
I mean, they never actually address that. It just kind of happens. And you're like,
Is that
oh,
the
okay.
game where there's like...
Well,
Is
no,
that the game
that's
where
what I
there's,
mean,
like, a plague
though.
outbreak and
Hold
you
on,
play as
hold
a
on.
delivery man?
Not a plague outbreak, an outbreak of things of dead things from the dead dimension coming over here and
But
killing
we're not
people.
going to explain it because it's Kojima, and
I
Kojima
mean-
can't explain shit.
They explain the dead dimension in as much as it's like basically the exact plot of Doom. Where a corporation was like, hey, there's this universe of dead demon thing with a stick. And then, oh shit, it backfired. Oh fuck. It's basically the plot of Doom Eternal. Well, and Doom 2016, and Doom.
Just Doom in general.
Just don't, just, you know, stop fucking
Stop
with...
fucking with hell.
Well, you know, you just get better at fucking with hell.
Just don't mess with hell energy. Don't mess with hell. Just leave it alone.
Have you finished Eternal yet?
Yeah, I finished it the other day.
Yeah, good.
Really good. Boss fights are hit or miss. I'm not, like, I could take them or leave them.
I mean, there's only really, like, what I would qualify as, like, two
Three.
boss...
Guardian. Guardian, Icon of Sin, Con Maker.
Oh, right. Khan Maker. I always forget about them. Man, Icon of Sin was a fucking bastard for me.
Icon of Sin was honestly a lot easier because it was mostly just like.
What difficulty are you playing on?
Hurt me plenty.
Oh, that's why I was on Ultra Violence.
Oh, Ultra Violence is hard even for veterans.
Yeah.
Ultra Violence is a bitch.
Yeah, but I played Ultra Violence. I'd done Doom 2016 on Ultra Violence, so I thought.
Yeah, so what happened was the developers heard people say that their game was easy, and they're like, easy, eh? Easy, huh? Easy, eh?
No, it should have been like Easy 8. Gundam reference.
First you gotta get a shitty ground Gundam, and then you gotta total it, and then you gotta scrap it together like just random parts you find. And then there you go, you have an easy 8.
Shitty ground Gundam. That could be any of the Gundams.
Well, no, you specifically need a ground Gundam. You can't just do it with like the RX-78.
You could.
Or any of the RX-78s. I mean, you could, and technically it'd be stronger, but it wouldn't be the easy 8.
I mean, but yeah, I'm looking forward to RE3. I really like the demo, and I like the dodge mechanics. And Nemesis seems like he's going to be a bastard to fight, which makes that fun. Because he's like, I could I just leap in front of you. Okay, I got a rocket launcher now, flamethrower. Have fun.
I mean, he should be a bastard.
I mean, it's basically Mr. X, but if Mr. X,
Had a gun.
was and decided not to bother with his hat. That's the unfortunate thing, is you can't make him slightly more aggressive by shooting his hat off.
He's just always at a 10.
He's always aggressive.
I'm always angry.
That's my secret.
I would. Man, someone should just do an edit of the Avengers movies, where the only difference is that Hulk is just Nemesis. What do you think, Bruce? Stars.
Ah, yeah. Bruce, how do you feel about
Stars.
Stars.
Well, you heard him, guys. Stars.
Okay, Bruce, we need you to construct this time travel thing. Stars. Man, stakes left in those MCU movies, assuming any ever can come out again.
We're gonna say yeah, but they pulled that at just the right time. It's like it's the big finale that makes us billions of dollars, and now the entire film industry is shut down.
Everything's shut down.
Yeah, but Disney in particular is really screwed right now because they're not making money off their films and they're not making money off their theme parks.
And they're not making money off their toys.
And they're not making money off their toys, and they just spent several $1 billion to buy Fox.
This sucks.
People are thinking they might seriously resell Star Wars back to George Lucas to get some money because it's not really working out for them.
I wonder if
I mean, that's what happens when you actively fuck with it, and then you're just like, haha, deal with it. And then a pandemic hits.
Would he even want it back at this point?
I don't know. More importantly, if they sell it to George Lucas, that means like all their Star Wars theme park expansions will have run for like a few months
And have to be shut down.
and had to be shut down forever.
Surely it means that any of the Star Wars stuff that Disney's had licensed out also has to be like shit canned. Even the stuff
If they
that's
sold it.
in development.
Yeah.
So
Probably. If it did get shit canned and they sold it, then yeah.
The only thing they'd probably be able to keep is the one ride that they had in Disney that like was from way before they bought Star Wars.
Star Tours.
When they just had a partnership with Lucas.
But then it's like, as I say, aside from, why would George Lucas buy back Star Wars? Because it's not like he. Like,
I'm sorry. Can you run that again?
I said, why should Lucas be incentivized to actually buy Star Wars back? Like,
Like,
why though? Like, yeah, because it's like he's not really.
Supposedly he's like not really happy with how they've been treating it, and
Oh,
people are
of
like,
course
you know,
he's not happy, but
if they offer it back to him, he might like try and buy it back and be like, all right, I'm gonna make one more movie and hopefully save my
and
legacy.
it'll also be bad.
I mean,
I'm gonna be fucking real with you guys. It'll also be bad.
that's what I'm saying. I don't see why he would even care. Like, I mean, he's set for life. He doesn't like. I just don't get like.
Like if he got it, it'd just be more like just to have it again, if anything, and that's if he even gave enough of a shit to do that.
I think he's just an old man. He's on a ranch. He's probably thinking, "Fuck it."
All right, I know
Like,
coming. Just keep me safe, okay?
I made my money. No one likes me. I don't care. Like all he get, like, he's probably selling. He's probably sold to Disney just so he could stay. Going on into interviews and social media and saying, "Man, I fucking hate that Disney has Star Wars." That's what I'd do.
They couldn't just get lost.
Makes sense.
I mean, I work on the basis that I think I've told the story. I once asked my parents, like, "How did you stay together for like these 40 odd years you've been married?"
So the punchline was lost because it cut out again.
They said that they were together purely out of spite at this point.
Good.
They'd rather be unhappy than let the other one be happy, which I can, relate to.
Yeah, that just does explain a lot.
Oh,
Just saying,
I'm
this
a-
explains a lot.
I'm a well-known practitioner of you didn't win.
Like, you know what I'm saying, but this explains a lot.
Of course it does.
I mean, I would have thought my terrible upbringing and the abuse would have told, and the constant abuse I received would have informed a lot more,
I don't think Dan knows about that.
Being locked in a basement.
When you're not being followed.
You think
Fuck.
this is gonna be easy?
Yes, being locked in the basement and then your teacher tried to kill you, and
No, it wasn't Tira to kill me. It's actually a slightly awkward story now, but so a teacher of mine, way back when, this is elementary school, had a photograph of me as the background on their computer, which had been like painted green with the word alien under it, as like, haha, we're gonna bully the kid joke. And then eventually, so you've got a picture of a student on your computer. And that Sunday got a lot more awkward. Mind you, it wasn't even my first brush with point. There was a real creepy guy who kept following me around, kept sort of lingering around the house when I was a kid, specifically when I was out playing. So,
Oh, fun.
yeah, well.
or I've got candy.
I love a good fight.
Never actually offered me anything, but the story goes that there was a point with me and at one point when I was with my sisters, because they're older than me, and they were looking after me, he tried to force his way into the garden. Basically, we'd all sort of taken refuge in my parents' room with the dog for safety. So
But
I know that-
I was downstairs one day when I was a kid, and there was just this dude like by the screen door staring at me.
you stare back.
No, I ran away. and
Was it
when I
Dr.
brought-
Phil?
When I brought my dad back, he was gone.
It was me, Dr. Phil.
Oh, I don't think Dr. Phil was relevant yet.
He wanted you to kill yourself.
Well, yeah, that's why he was doing it. Now that he's relevant, he can't do it anymore. He gets
Can't
to appear at your
he?
screen
You've
door.
all seen the video. That video seems pretty legit to me.
You got a point.
I mean, it's a video. You can't fake a video. Not on the internet.
It's impossible. It's impossible to fake videos of Dr. Phil coming to your house.
Why would someone lie on the internet?
Someone would just go on the internet and tell lies?
Man. So there's this whole campaign being run over in Britain about for applauding for the NHS and all. I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm sat here it's great to show solidarity and support for frontline healthcare workers. But honestly, I'd rather we just pay them.
Nah.
I'd rather, instead of this whole we should send thoughts and prayers this year, why don't we just provide actual support? But that's just me.
Listen, this sounds deathly familiar to shit here, especially when it involves thoughts and prayers rather than fixing a
I
problem.
mean,
This sounds eerily similar to something.
I don't know.
Can't think of what though.
It sounds like a lot of things. It sounds like basically any tragedy within the last sort of decade.
Thoughts and prayers.
It said thoughts and prayers. What about money and aid? Nah.
There's a maniac in a helicopter firing rockets at people. Thoughts and prayers.
No, thoughts and prayers is what's written on the rockets.
Ah, fuck.
I think we're still being shot at.
They're sending thoughts and prayers. Oh no!
That was nice.
I mean, just saying. Someone should do that. Someone should, if like you're gonna go to war, we're going to drop like a nuke or something. We should say we're just gonna drop a care package, and then, you just scroll on the side of the nuke care package.
Well, I think one of my rockets hit Kinsey and I fucking failed the mission again. Whoops.
No, you just said thoughts and prayers. It's fine.
All right, I know. I saw the Deckers coming. Just keep me safe, okay?
Thoughts and
Ah, damn! I gotta do the sniper section again. Fuck.
Easy for you to say when you're not being followed.
You think this is gonna be easy?
just always be thoughts and praying.
Praying the thoughts away.
Yeah, the other problem with Persona 5 is there's so much fucking talking that it's like kind of, oh, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and watch a video while I'm playing. Oh, now they're fucking talking again. Okay, I've got to go and listen to them talk. Is there anything different to this? I don't remember because it was 3 years ago when I last played. Shit, I can't miss this now.
It's
Basically,
like an RPG.
yeah, but most other RPGs have like portions where you just characters are, silent.
Persona 5 is a lot of talking.
It's walking and talking. It's like the
It's like-
fucking prequels of how much walking and talking there is.
After every dungeon, like before every arc, there's like several days of like non-stop dialogue and walking around. It's kind of cool. The first time you play it, but on a replay, you're like, all right, let's just get this part over with already.
And as I said, unfortunately, I can't just skip or ignore it because, I mean, I've got to try and find the new content in there somewhere. At the moment, it's been like a few random scenes added in where it's like, oh hey, here's this mysterious redhead
Cover
girl.
you from above.
Okay. Bye.
I failed again. I hate this sniper section.
Speaking of Persona 5, I noticed that the only character that seemed to have gotten a new VA is the Doctor.
The Saints-
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that.
Followed.
You think this is gonna be easy?
I know all the voices are like re-recorded.
I don't think all of them are.
No, they are.
A lot of them sound the same.
I mean, yeah, because they're the same voice actors.
I mean, like a lot of them sound like the exact same reads.
Yeah, but you have.
Comparison.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You'd have to like actually like listen to them side by side to really know for sure. So Ty's the only. Well, I assume you mean English release because I'm pretty sure I can think of at least one character who definitely has to have
Yeah.
the new VA in Japan.
In the Japanese version, yeah. The fortune teller had a new VA because she's dead.
She died.
She died.
I think I said last time, but like the whole plot twist with Igor's changing voice is a great one, but it does mean they've now sort of hard locked themselves into Igor never speaking again.
I think they just might not
Oh.
use him in any other games because.
Yeah, but then they have to remember that Philemon's a thing.
Oh.
Who?
Persona 6 is going to be made by an entirely new team, so like who knows what they could do.
If it's gonna be made at this point.
If it's, I'm gonna say, yeah. Well, I mean,
Hey, a money-making game having a sequel? Ugh, that never happened.
I mean, it might not be a games industry. You don't know what
Japanese
industry.
games industry is still trucking along, apparently.
Mhm.
Japan is handling the virus pretty well, apparently, because they all keep good
Yeah.
distance from themselves and wear
Japan-
masks. Anyway,
Yeah, they're handling it better than we are.
they're just
Well-
like they just can't have the Olympics there.
Not until next year.
I mean, to be fair, it probably helps that they do it. That they were getting involved in the whole social distancing thing from the start, and not just kind of bumblefucking around about it because the president was like, "Well, I'm not sure it really exists or not." What? Although it did actually make me wonder how like, if you were in like the appropriate position of power, how much could you actually fake a pandemic before people cottoned on?
I don't know. It worked long enough to where people, honest to God, thought it was a fucking hoax in America. I'm not even fucking joking.
No, but I just mean like legitimately, if you could actually, if say you were in that kind of position of power that you could like make those kind of decisions, how long would it take you to get away with claiming there was a pandemic when there really wasn't?
Just couldn't handle us.
Oh, opposite.
Yeah, these are the kind of things I question.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't had somebody do that yet.
God, I might actually have to try and become like Prime Minister or Emperor of the world or something just to see if I can do it. It's got to be worth it for science.
I mean, apparently anyone can do that kind of stuff now if you look at Trump.
Think we're still being shot at.
All you gotta do is have cult of personality.
On the bright side, I'm pretty sure Trump's unelectable now.
You say that, but people honestly think he's doing shit. I'm not even kidding.
I still also think people who like buy out entire stores should like be legally allowed to be killed. I know they can't do anymore, but I still think the sentiment should still be there. The warning of if you do this, we'll kill you.
This is why I don't
Just
get
in
out
case.
I mean, I don't disagree. But I need 50 things of toilet paper!
Well, plus also it's like you'll kill people for like Americans will kill people for a stupid reason. You might as well kill them for a sensible reason.
Well, yeah, you can't kill him for a sensible reason. Come on.
No, I was standing my ground. It's fine.
We're being followed.
Yeah, you can kill them for a stupid reason, just not a sensible one. Pay attention.
He was coming right for us, officer. Was he wielding anything? Well, no, but he was black. Ah, say no more.
Oh, okay, I understand.
The suspicious
Feared for your
individual.
life.
I gotcha.
You feared for your life, I get it.
Although I will say another thing I'm kind of also real sick about for coronavirus. Actually, I guess I'll just say I had this thought where I
Ah,
realized.
god damn it, Kenzie, you just run into the fucking explosions, you fucking dumb bitch!
I thought
I thought you were supposed to be a genius! No, just drive right into the exploding car!
She works for the FBI. She can't be that smart.
True.
Easy for you to say when you're not being followed.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've kind of come to a realization about coronavirus, and that I'm just kind of really bored of it now. The appeal is
Yeah,
gone.
me too.
The sort of like the mystery and the intrigue, it's all gone. It's just mundane now, and it's like, can you just fuck off now? I'm really bored of you.
No, it's here for a couple months.
I'm bored of it though.
Sorry, you gotta be bored for a while longer. God, I love these sniping sections, they're fun.
And yeah, like, all right, coronavirus was fun and all, but I mean, can we get back
Yeah,
to the world now?
yeah,
I
we
kind
had
of
it
have
for-
things to do this year.
We had it for like a I mean it was an interesting experiment to have for a week, but you can fuck off now, virus. I'm bored of you. You've outstayed your welcome. That's the worst part. You can't
Unfortunately-
even talk about anything else because everything else in the world's been put on stop.
It's true.
It's like, I mean, on the one
Other than like some game news here and there.
And on the one hand, I guess it does mean I have to hear about Brexit. So, I do actually legit wonder if that is just done for now.
I think I see the car.
It's like, you want to leave?
Cover you from above.
Well,
You want to leave in the middle of this?
Well, basically, it's like none of the negotiators can go out and do that thing that they allegedly called negotiating.
By the way, the fucking zipline wire, I just fucking noticed it when you're on doing the sniping thing, because I literally do not have pants or any clothing. It just looks really funny because it's just a wire stuck to my back with like nothing else hoisted. So it's just like, I just like to imagine just like a hook just stabbing me in the spine. It's fucking great.
It just sounds horrible.
That sounds perfect.
But yeah, it's just I am legitimately wondering if maybe it might just be a fact of like they cannot have no Brexit anymore because no one will have any economy or money after all of this. And B, it's like no one super care. Like I know, I think other people just have more important things to worry about now. And I think Brexit was a thing that everyone was always kind of like, oh, we don't actually want to do this, but we put it to a vote and we let the incompetents decide.
It's okay. One of the incompetents has the virus.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I think there's not really a scenario where Boris Johnson doesn't come out of this particular crisis well, unless he does die, which would be tragic. Which would be tragic. And I don't wish him death, but I wouldn't really be sad if it happened. I think that's a fair thing to say. It's like I don't wish bad things on people, but if it happens, I'm not bothered by it. It's like Trump. I'm not going to say, man, I wish Trump was dead. But if he did die, I'm not going to cry about it.
I can agree to that, definitely.
Just hypothetically, of course. Now, if Trump does die, I'm going to get a lot of awkward conversations.
I know. Yeah, I can relate.
That's probably. Maybe.
That's fine.
I don't know. So maybe it's the old Japanese myth of stupid people can't get sick will protect him. Although Boris is sick, so I guess it doesn't prove. I guess that proves nothing. Oh, but yeah. I don't know. The problem with talking about P5 is we've actually talked a lot about it before.
Yeah, we talked about it a good bit
And
before. Like the only things that are like some people coming out of the woodwork again. People somehow trying to tell me that I when I make fun of Hifumi for being bland in one note, telling me that I missed the nuance of her, and I'm just like, what nuance?
I mean, she's bland in one note, but she doesn't really have anything to do. It's like she's very much suffers from the fact of she was meant to be a playable character, and then they decided not to do it. So it's like, oh well, fuck.
Actually, in retrospect, I was kind of surprised they didn't just do it in Royale.
Probably.
It wouldn't have worked the way they.
They wouldn't have got it. They wouldn't have been able. Well, they also would have been able to do a whole oh, look at this new mystery character you know nothing about, as the whole build up, and they're super important to the plot and mysterious, and they don't like the Phantom Thieves and blah 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 blah. Like they couldn't do all of that build up if it was just like, hey, this random girl who, she's a playable character now. Fuck off. I mean, I just assume Atlas ends every sort of message to the fans with a big old fuck you.
And fuck off. I feel like the first time they just went fuck off was probably when they made a character named Marie.
I mean, if Atlas did if Atlas direct kind of deal, it would just like main direct.
Man, he's cutting out so bad right now. Fuck. Your connection is really shit today.
Failing us.
Keeps telling me it's green.
Sure as hell ain't.
But I mean, I just like to think if they ever did like an Atlas Direct kind of deal, it would just be a guy walks out, looks around, 2 middle fingers right up for an hour.
With a picture of Marie in the back.
I mean, no, just a general. This is.
Oh my god, he's so cutty right now. It's really bad.
I don't know what more I can do. I've turned off everything.
Done everything.
I've changed nothing. The only it's the exact same setup I do normally.
My only guess is it's just bad internet day for you.
It's correct.
Because it happens every now and then with you in general, but today it's just really bad.
Coronavirus.
The corona.
You know what? That's actually a great film. That is one good thing about coronavirus. You can get away with anything and just blame it on that. People will believe you. I'm sorry I had to murder my wife, but coronavirus.
She had the virus.
Yeah, I had to stop the spread. I had to do it.
It was all to stop the spread.
Chris Jericho would have got away with it.
Oh my god! Oh, that's another thing. I think I know it's gonna be interesting soon because I think Florida's cracking down on them doing their wrestling tapings. Because they've been doing them throughout this whole thing. So I think Florida's actually going to start cracking down on them for it. They haven't had people. They've done it to a no audience, but So it's going to be
getting back to Persona and Marie.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That means I just got to finish this thought because I just realized something. Now I've said in the past that Vince McMahon is in fact a lich, in that his phylactery is WWE. So that means that the WWE is closed for a while because of the virus. Vince McMahon might actually die.
No.
Oh no.
No,
Vince McMahon will never die.
oh, I get. Actually, you know what, Saber? You tell your point about the Persona, and then I'll tell you.
So you know how you're complaining that Royal is pretty much has nothing new until the very end.
Yeah, that's Golden,
You know-
right?
No, the thing with Golden is Golden shoved Marie everywhere and people hated her.
Ah,
So in order to avoid that, they're like, we're putting in a new girl, but if you don't like her, you know, we'll just make sure everything's at the end, so you can just end the game and pretend it ended the same way, and you don't have to deal with her because they threw Marie everywhere, assuming people would like her, and they hated her.
Oh yeah, Marie was trash.
But I mean, Kasumi is a significantly better character than Marie is because Marie is just I hate you. But I don't.
My experience with Kasumi is very light so far because I literally just did like the intro, and I'm like, okay, I don't hate you. I immediately hated Marie.
I mean,
Like Marie opened her mouth, and it wasn't long before I was like, man, I would love to shoot you.
man.
It's like they took all of the worst aspects of Chie and Naoto and mashed them into one, and then called it an artist.
I guess the one thing that always sort of gets me about this opening part of Persona 5 is it's just so diametrically opposed to who I am as a person. Because, like, and I've been in literally that exact same, okay, not quite the fully exact same with the whole level of abuse, but I've been in very sort of similar situations with teachers, like, man, I just remember my first nemesis, because of course, in my being me and in my life, I've had many. It was my primary school, and it all stemmed from the fact that one day I literally just said to him, and this was me as like a 7-year-old, mind you, they didn't care about the kids, he was only doing the job for the money. And that basically made us enemies for the rest of the school, for the rest of my time there. So yeah, like the whole Kamoshida thing, you can't oppose a teacher because of their social standing. It's so like radically against the person I am, but it always is jarring to me. And that's not the game's fault because it's meant to be from the Japanese perspective of, you know, you must
Right. Kind of like how the Akechi thing works because Japan, but otherwise doesn't really.
Yeah, whereas in the Western world, it's like, no, I wouldn't take this shit. I'd kick Kamoshida square in the nuts.
Yeah, well, because it's like you can't be like, you know, you can't have your life ruined by like a social marring in the West the way it is in Japan.
Yeah, you can get away with. You can literally kill your wife and drive a big police chase and go on to live a relatively happy life until you get arrested for trying to rob someone of your own merch.
It's all you need to do is be a celebrity,
Yeah.
and you can literally get away with murder.
Just be rich and a
Or
celebrity.
or a sports star.
Or a diplomat's
the issue
wife.
was the issue was that what OJ's problem was, and the reason he ended up getting arrested afterwards is because he did that next crime after he was no longer relevant.
Yeah.
See, that was his mistake. That was his downfall.
Or, you know, you could just be the wife of a famous diplomat, and then you can kill a young boy on a motorcycle in cold blood, and just get away and just, you know, leave.
Oh yeah,
That's
you can
that's
also-
fair.
Well, yeah, that's diplomatic.
But speaking of dog shit endings, so I was one sort of brief detail I left about the finale of Picard because I haven't watched it. I have only heard people complain about it. So Picard dies. Spoilers, right?
Oh,
but
damn
then-
it, really?
All right.
But then they transplant his mind into a robot body.
Okay.
But it's not
That
even
looks
like
just like Picard.
that looks just like Picard. And so he gets to live forever. No, it will age and die at the same rate that his normal flesh body would.
He's already like
Okay.
90 years old.
Yeah, so it's like, wow.
So that's like in a few years at
That's
best.
like the cheapest fucking thing you could do. It's like, I think he's like 79.
Patrick Stewart is 79, but Picard is like 90 years old.
Yeah, but you can
Picard
live
is
like-
significantly older than
Yeah, but you
Patrick
can-
Stewart is.
You can live to like 200 in Star Trek world.
I mean, that's true. I mean, only if you're McCoy.
No. He's probably still trucking around in TNG land.
Probably.
But I just find it funny that, like, it's just the full-on, like, oh no, he killed him, that's fine, he's back now. It's not even the usual magic bullshit resurrection.
I assume it's because everyone was like, Picard is totally gonna die because that's just what they've been doing to everyone. It's like Luke, Han,
Kirk in Star Trek Into Darkness.
Kirk in Star Trek. It's just like.
Also,
Kirk dying was literally because Kirk dying was because they wanted to make a retread of the original second Star Trek movie, but they're like, wait a minute, what if instead Kirk's the one who dies?
Yeah, but then they completely undo it because it's like 5 minutes later he's resurrected.
Right.
I mean,
Because they didn't even have the balls. To be fair, they didn't have the balls to kill Spock for that long either.
he was dead for a movie.
A movie.
Yeah.
And then the second movie was bringing him
No,
back.
the third movie's bringing him back. You're forgetting Star Trek: The Motionless Picture is the first movie.
Ah, yes.
You're right.
Never forget Star Trek: The Motionless Picture, which, according to Mike Stacklasa of Red Letter Media, is the most sensual movie ever made.
What the fuck?
Mike is literally full of shit, especially about Star Trek. And I say this because I'm pretty sure he doesn't like Deep Space Nine, which is objectively the best Star Trek.
Yeah, but again, as I always say with the Star Trek: The Motion Picture,
Motionless Picture,
mean,
thank you.
the motionless picture. I mean, in '79, it was probably pretty cool.
I mean, well, sort of. It was pretty cool. And then there's this thing called Star Wars happened. And then it's like standing around with characters literally gawping at the effects is what it kind of loses its appeal when this sort of random shitty movie made by hacks managed to like have big bombastic action. Like
Yeah,
the
it
appeal of
happens
literally
sometimes.
having the character spend 5 minutes ogling the new model of the Enterprise.
But that's exactly what the fans were basically doing because remember this was the first time that like a show had actually become a pop culture hit and like
Been resurrected,
got more
yeah, I
than
know.
been resurrected. So yeah, I mean it was probably a lot more impressive in '79
I
than
just would have liked some fucking movie, okay? I'm not even asking for an action scene, but I just would have liked something. Like
instead
Like a
of
movie.
nothing. It's like you know that Just a Pancake joke about Recoded? It's literally that. Nothing happens.
You know what it could be? It could have also been Spirits Within, Final Fantasy, that one.
I mean, Spirit.
Actually, wait, they are kind of alike. Very little action, a lot of just dialogue that just goes nowhere.
I mean,
Holy shit, they really are.
I'll say one thing for Spirits Within is that at least Spirits Within like caused a mild panic in Hollywood.
oh yeah, they're like man,
It caused a mild panic and then just bombed.
Star Trek Motionless Picture just made everyone go, nothing happened, except for Mike Stacklasa, who gave him a hard on.
This is my favorite movie I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, no,
This
the
is-
review
This
where
is the only way I can get joy.
the review where they talk about it is just kind of it's a whole level. It's kind of just creepy and a bit skeevy. I mean, not in the like usual way. It's just kind of this is a grown ass man talking about a movie where nothing happens until calling
I love this movie, it doesn't
sensual and
happen.
sexual. I mean, Gene Roddenberry was a sex pest. I'll grant you that because
Maybe it's like ASMR for him. I don't know.
I kind of would have loved to see. So, Troy, right, from TNG,
Yeah.
she was originally going to have 3 breasts,
Oh, good.
which I only mentioned because then people point out to him and like, Gene, how would you position 3 breasts? Don't be ridiculous. And then, Total Recall happens.
The Total Recall wasn't trying to. Total Recall was ridiculous.
No, yeah, I know, but I just would have liked to be like see Gene Roddenberry go, oh, fuck off. It's my idea. I thought of
That was me! Mine! I was supposed to do it!
man, and then they wouldn't let him have the fucking huge wangs on the Ferengi, the space Jews. Which I know you're thinking, wow, that's a horrible thing to say. No, they're literally designed to be space Jews. The fucking most racist fucking version of space Jews you can imagine. Oh, that's why I like Deep Space Nine so much. It literally saves that entire race from being the worst thing in Star Trek history until Picard and Discovery and basically Alex Kurtzman. Also, 7 of 9 is gay now, I think, which I'm not opposed to, but just feels real weird.
Which one's 7 of
The
9?
Borg from Voyager.
Work.
The Borg lady? Wait, hold on. Oh, it's because she has short hair. I forgot.
No,
That's
she
why.
doesn't. Not in this.
Oh, not in this one? Oh, okay.
I mean, it feels super weird because she hooks up with with the pretend Native American second in command of Voyager at the end of that show. The guy who I could rant about Voyager forever. I hate that show. I tried to watch Enterprise once. I literally fell asleep on the first episode and was like, "Nah, it's not for me. This ain't for me." I tried.
Couldn't just get lost.
I mean, the Enterprise is probably better than Voyager.
Probably, but that's not a high. That's not a high bar to hit. To clear.
I like how you said that right as I watched one of the fucking Syndicate members get run over by a fire truck.
I wish that's what they did to Voyager. God, could you imagine if they do a fucking Star Trek Janeway show?
It won't.
No, but could you imagine?
They never will. Like nobody. I don't think anybody likes Janeway.
No, people love her. Or some people do.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, some people also like cock and ball torture, so you know. Honey, it's 3 a.m. It's time for your dick flattening. But, yeah, Star Trek I don't really have, like, a real... So it's weird. A lot of sci-fi stuff I'm not, like, big on, so... I'm very, like, usually just, like, casual at most.
Well, it's like...
Usually.
It's like... The thing with Star Trek is it's like if I sort of, like, serialized sci-fi and it's super hit or miss, and the great moments where it's, like, does its best, great, and then the moments where it's, like... they go faster than speed. Like, not even just faster than the speed. Oh, no, just faster than speed.
What's that even mean?
And then, wow. And then they turn into lizards, and then they fuck.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the plot of an episode.
I have an episode that's specifically like, okay, never ever. It's the only Star Trek episode that literally has been like, this did not happen. This is struck from canon. Never ever reference this. The only thing that might be that has possibly gotten that treatment is Star Trek V.
Because it's basically, there's, you know how they have the whole warp factor whatever thing as like a measure of speed, right?
Yeah.
So, by their own internal logic, warp factor 8 is the physically highest you can go, because warp factor 9 is not so much speed as it is just a theoretical, as it is just kind of like a state of being, I guess. And then they just do Voyager, like one day these three idiots just sort of at a cafeteria work out, oh yeah, we could just achieve this. So then they build a ship to do it, and then they achieve like not just speed, but infinite speed. Like when I
got a speed, kid.
Like it's not, as I said, it's not even a matter of traveling to every point in the universe kind of level of nonsense like
Blue
that.
streak goes by.
So, and then the result of this is it turns the pilot into a lizard man because, I don't know. It just does, and so
They don't even know.
So he kidnaps Jane, and then he puts her through the same process. So she turns into a lizard, and then it's not even just like, oh, they become lizard people. No, just actual lizards.
Yep, I have to visit each
Because
location
they evolve so much that they regress, I think was the explanation.
over me, like with a helicopter.
Yes.
With
And then they get better.
better. I already found the helicopter.
And then we just kind of awkwardly go past all of that.
And they're just like, yes, we never referenced that episode ever again. Although the actor who played Paris is like, the episode's pretty good if you're high.
Fair.
I mean, a lot of episodes are probably really good if you're
What I
high.
always find funny is the fact that Tom Paris's actor is in an episode is in the best Wesley episode.
Oh yeah,
Is that the episode where Data says, "Are you prepared for the death you deserve, little man"?
No, it's the episode where Wesley
Oh.
flat out kills a guy, and everyone's like, "Wesley, you fucking idiot! You killed a guy." And Wesley's like, "No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's not fine."
Shut up, Wesley.
It's actually worse. This actually has the better talking down to Wesley, where he just says he does not deserve to wear the uniform and he's terrible and horrible and You know, he got a guy killed, an innocent guy killed,
I mean, it's
for
accurate.
for incredibly stupid reasons. It's the best Wesley episode precisely because it's like, you fucking idiot.
You
The funny thing
fucking
is
buffoon.
that was supposed to be the same character, but like they didn't
No,
want to
yeah,
pay
and then
rights
they
to the
didn't-
episode's
want-
writer.
Yeah.
So they hired the same actor to play the basically exact
This-
same,
the same character.
played by the
but-
same actor but with a different name.
It's not the same. It's fine. It's fine.
What they do? Call him Weasley?
No, he's called Tom Paris. He's just, I don't remember what he's called in the TNG episode. He's just, but he's there.
Not Wesley.
Oh, I mean,
He's just quote unquote not Wesley.
no. Wesley's not in Voyager. It's a different guy.
No,
It's-
this is a bit character in Star Trek. Was supposed to be a main character on Voyager, but they didn't want to pay royalties to the writer of that episode who came up with them. So they cast the same actor with the exact same personality, but with a different name, who's not that character.
Oh, okay, I got a little confused because we were talking about.
You know what the
Wesley.
best thing? You know, actually, one of the other good things. See, this is why I talk about like episodic, like sci-fi is great because sometimes you get to talk about, oh man, Best of Both Worlds are great and all this, and then sometimes you can say, hey Sabo, you remember that time Beverly Crusher got fucked by a ghost candle?
What? What?
So there's this episode where the ship's doctor goes to this
I can't. This is
goes
gonna be
to
short.
bury her grandmother who's died recently, and amongst her possessions there's a green candle that when she lights it, well, it creates some kind of like dashing rogue guy who is also some kind of alien ghost thing, and then there's literally a point where she's like basically fucked by the smoke from the candle.
Excuse me.
I'm not I mean, there's no. It's not like it shoots up her dress or anything, but definitely implied that when
It's
she
still
heavily
weird.
implied when she snorts it, she comes. It's just, oh, yeah, that was an episode that happened. Sabo remembers it.
I do.
There you do.
There's also the episode where they all turn into animals. Because
Yes, because they devolve, and you're thinking, what did they devolve into? Monkeys? No, like one of them devolves into a spider. And Picard starts to devolve into a marmoset. And you're like, what? How does that work? It doesn't. Hey, Sabo, remember the Sex Wave episode
Deckard, keep a server farm inside.
Get moving.
where Data fucked the woman or fucked Tasha Yar?
Yes. Yeah.
Because he's fully
What?
functional. Which means that he got built with a penis
That
in
was very
mind.
hard. You should upgrade
Why?
your furniture.
You know what? All very good questions. Why
As you
anything?
see, you know,
Because I don't know. Man, remember Data's evil twin brother?
What?
This been easier without
They
the
couldn't
Deckard.
just get lost.
Yeah, Data.
he's the one who says, "Are you prepared to die, little man?" Not the Data.
Yeah, that's Law, and you know.
That's a damn shame.
I mean, Law's the worst because he also ruins the Borg. God, what
Is
other
it-
horrible
is it Borg-
episodes can we remember off the top of our heads? Shit.
I mean, remember the episode when they all get possessed by parasites that like pop out the back of their necks
Oh yeah.
or
Oh,
something?
remember the episode where Data gets possessed by an Aztec god?
You're still watching out for
I
me.
do remember that.
You know, maybe it's that whole argument of in Star Trek Picard of maybe we shouldn't have machine, or maybe machine life is bad. Maybe that would mean more if they referenced like literally all those episodes where Data went crazy and attacked the.
It's like, remember all the times Data almost killed all of us?
Yes, basically every Data episode. Remember when Data literally fantasized about killing people, and he told a psychiatrist, and Troy, being the fucking genius that she is, was like, maybe you should embrace that.
What?
Remember that time Riker just went crazy? Like, actually insane.
Yeah.
Just-
Remember the episode, like one of the first episodes of the show, where like the planet of like, which was ridiculously racist, because the
Oh.
director of that episode, because the director of that episode was incredibly racist. And
Oh, is that the one where they
hired
find
only-
where they find the planet of black people who want to kidnap a white woman?
Yes.
That the one? Yeah, okay, I remember that.
And it's like that because the director was very racist and deliberately hired only black people to be the aliens. And, like, treated them all like shit. And, he eventually got fired, but, like, it was
Took a
too
while.
late to change anything from the episode, so they had to they'd all do this ridiculously racist episode that this one guy came up with. And they were just like, oh god, we hated it. We hated every minute of it.
Man, see, it's
My dream is for a white-only future.
I mean,
Yeah, we should hire that guy. Oh, fuck, I can't believe he's racist.
I'm just saying, like, Star Trek, at least Star Trek does have that benefit of, man, remember all those garbage episodes no one ever talks about? Let's talk about them.
I remember
Remember-
those.
Remember that time Janeway gave, like, super nukes to the Borg?
Last one coming up.
Hey, to be fair, you can do it a little bit with, like, You can do it a bit with, like, fucking, the original Gundam. Because you get, like, the fucking, like, island episode and weird shit. Actually, you can even talk about, like, say, like, the first couple episodes of Double Zeta Gundam.
I mean, you can, but none of it quite has the impact as, hey, remember when Beverly Crusher was fucked by the candle?
That's
Hey,
true. The
remember-
word,
Hey, Sabo, remember the episode where Troy was raped? And you're like, which one was that? Yes.
what?
I mean, all
All
What?
of Troy's episodes. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, raped in the sense of there was one episode where she's impregnated by an alien with itself because fuck you.
Who else wants some?
And other episodes, there's some very disturbing trailer. There's basically only there's two Troy episodes. There's Troy gets raped or Troy's mother shows up, and we don't talk about Troy's mother.
except the one good episode where she had to figure out that in order to be a command, you might have to order somebody to go to their death.
Oh yeah.
That was like the one Troy episode that was not bad.
It's like the opposite of Worf episodes, which are almost always good.
Yes. Except the one episode.
You know, and they're not.
Except the one Worf episode where he goes and he starts being pulled into random dimensions.
Ah, yes.
Because you know, just some space-time.
Wibbly
random
wobbly,
thing.
timey wimey bullshit.
Yeah. And eventually
Remember
they
when-
find like a.
Remember when Geordie and Ro like died and became sort of ghosts?
Yes.
It's
They're
like
not actual ghosts.
no, they're not actually dead. They're just out of phase, obviously. But like having to sit and watch people just mod them and like having a relatively good time. No, fucking the best. Oh, I almost didn't talk about the best Geordie episode. Remember that time Geordie created a holographic duplicate of the woman who made the Starship Enterprise's engines and fell in love with that holographic duplicate. And in a later episode, when she came to the fucking starship, she found the hollow waifu and got mad. And Geordie, in a masterful stroke, turned it back on her. God. That's
All right. We're kind of done here. We're kind of winding down. It's like about an hour in now.
I mean, well, it could be done here, but he could go on forever about
I
bad
could.
Star Trek episodes.
Oh yeah, but I was like, we'll probably continue going on about just random shit with this, but recording wise, I think we're about done. Cause I like I said, we're about at an hour in. I just finished the missions that I was doing, so literally, for a little bit, I was just walking around kicking people in the nuts. You know, kind of like this. Okay, that's a punch in the nuts, but yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
kick is just a punch with your feet.
Yes. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Silver Surfer adventures. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.